All right, everyone, welcome back into the Nomad Challenge. Hope everyone's doing well today. We are jumping back into this one after quite a bit of time away. So it's probably been at least a month or so since I've recorded or published anything in this series. I think before I've kind of shared so far what my general feelings are on the challenge. It's just a little bit mundane, so we kind of, I don't know, prioritize some other things. Ahead of really kind of trying to knock this one out. But, I mentioned kind of taking a break over in the Faithful Cartographer series that we've got going on. So I figure, let's go ahead and try and get this one knocked out. Once we do that, we can, I guess, both jump into another challenge. So, we've got a handful of those left to knock out on the channel. And obviously we can also really kind of jump back to our Faithful Cartographer series as well. So appreciate you guys bearing with me while I haven't gotten into this one, but we are, let's see, I think we're probably like mostly halfway there. I'm just looking at the list here. Obviously, like I said, it has been some time since I've played here, so I just am kind of running down the list of things that we have yet to do. It looks like really we just need to hit forestry lookout and then head for coastal highway. So let's do that. How are we doing weight wise? We're fine. Do we have a lantern? We do, and it's full. I don't think I've been bringing any rifles with me. I do see that one rifle round on the ground. We'll leave it. Let's grab the food though, for sure. I think I might have ended this, a long time ago, saying I'd go ahead and I'll search trappers before we kick off the next episode, and of course here we are like a month later and it's not been done. Flare, pair of gloves, and a scarf. Let's see, do we have a pot? We do have a pot. I'm not going to gather that. What do we got for water? Plenty of food, it looks like. Water, I've got about 1.5 gallons, so that's plenty. Search this already. Wow, we dumped a bunch of stuff in here. Really, honestly, everything in here I don't think we're really going to need. Let's make sure we got enough matches to get us to the end. I think we definitely do. Arrowhead I'm not going to grab. We don't need the energy drinks. Do we have any energy drinks? I guess let's maybe grab one of those just in case. We have 4 bandages. Hopefully we don't need any more than that. Yeah, I think we're good to go. So let's, of course, I can't leave stone unturned.
That'll come in handy.
Okay, we'll leave those 2 things. Okay, so let's get out of here, guys. Let's go up to Forestry Lookout and see if we can't get out of Mystery Lake. So as usual, guys, appreciate you tuning into the episode today. Appreciate you sticking with the channel, and hope you're gonna enjoy the conclusion of this series. I don't think we'll get through everything today. That would be quite a bit. We've got to knock out Forestry Lookout up here, and then we pretty much have to travel all of the way over to Coastal Highway, which of course is not a short run from here. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, if you find yourself enjoying the episode today, be sure to just give it a quick like for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, would just ask you to go ahead and do that as well. Show me a little bit of love. Helps me just to obviously continue to grow the channel, and will help you to keep track of any of the content and stuff that I've got releasing on the channel. Obviously, the Long Dark is kind of my bread and butter. I'll maybe just say I didn't start the channel necessarily thinking that this will be just a Long Dark channel. So I do kind of throw some other stuff in there. Wouldn't be one of my episodes without some sprains. But yeah, and I've got some games coming and stuff like that I'm pretty excited about. So be sure to subscribe if survival games are kind of your favorite genre, as they are mine. Okay, let's see. Forestry Lookout, I'm vaguely headed that direction, but obviously, there it is. Okay. And I think I've also said it a million times that I always get the two confused between the broken, burnt down one, I think it's called, and the actual standing Forestry Lookout. So we'll see if we can't figure this out first try. I am kind of just like haphazardly running around out here. I didn't really look to see if there's any wolves around or anything. Just 3 deer right there. I don't see that bear. So that's good. So if we start to kind of work to the left, we should be able to find kind of the path to the forestry lookout. It's such a random sampling of locations. I mean, I guess that's the point, but it just feels funny. And I think it's because this challenge was released so long ago that so many new regions and stuff have been added that it just feels like totally random. But at the time, I bet this challenge covered most of the region. You know, I bet the regions that are included, the locations that are included, probably covered quite a bit of the overall island at the time. I'd be curious to know that as well. Like, when this challenge was released, did it hit all of the regions? And then, like, now there's so many, of course, that it doesn't even really come close. I would just be curious to know that. Okay. So I think the last episode or so, I pretty much just started shooting these guys. And we might just do that here, I don't know. I might try to wiggle up on this rock, and then if we don't kind of get some space to them by doing that, we might put a shot off on them. And I feel like I've said this before, but, you know, here we are. Like I said, it's been about a month probably since I've played this challenge. And it's kind of the first thing that comes to mind is just, man, I'm ready for some new challenges. I don't know, I would be curious, you know, if that's something that's even, like, remotely on the radar for Hinterland, is to add any, you know, new challenge content. Especially as they kind of pivot towards doing, you know, DLC content for the game. Like, is that something that's being considered? Is, like, you know, maybe you pay $10 and get a new challenge, or a couple new challenges or something like that. I think I'd throw in for that. Really, at this point, I will I will give Hinterland money for anything. You could give me a new coat, and I would probably spend $5 on it. I know a lot of people feel the same. Yeah, we're going the right way. This is the right one, because that's the broken down one over there. I always get these two backwards when I'm trying to get to usually this one, right? Because it's got the actual livable building on it. I'm probably going to hurt myself here. Be surprised if I don't. Yep. There it was. It's okay. We got 3 days to heal up once we get to the tower. I mean, I could just take the path from the bottom up like a normal person, but of course I like to just go straight up the hill. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What would be some interesting challenges that they could add? Obviously, what, a week or two ago I put out the Endless Night video, which is just kind of what I'm thinking about doing for like a series in the future. But that would be an interesting challenge. I know they've got Darkwalker, and they've done the 4 days of night in the past, but like, I don't know, I guess I don't see why 4 days of night couldn't be permanent in the way that Darkwalker became permanent. I think everyone pretty well enjoyed 4 days of night. Just, yeah, there's some variation of it. I wonder if I have to be in the actual building or if I could chill outside. We'll just go in the building, there's no reason not to, but just curious. Some challenges though that like actually incorporate the new areas, right? Like none of the challenges are going to touch Blackrock at this point. As the Dead Sleep is probably, I mean, I'm certain that Escape from the Darkwalker is the like absolute newest challenge, but I think As the Dead Sleep probably would have been the latest before that. I mean, there's really not much to do here but just pass time, right? So let's just do it. 6 hours. Want to keep an eye on our well-fed bonus. Don't want to lose that. I'm just like, I know that I think that announcement was probably made like a month or two ago that they would, shift to a paid content model probably after episode 5. And so I'm just like so excited to see, what that actually ends up looking like, what's going to be added, like what are our options going to be, and if it's going to be like, a ton of stuff, or if it's just going to be like little sprinkles of things. I'd really like to know that as well. I think about games like Skyrim. I was a big Skyrim player when that was kind of in its heyday. I know that tons of people still play it, and it seems like they release a new version of it like every couple years. But in terms of like, I wouldn't really say mainline, but large pieces of DLC. There hasn't. They made what, 3, right? They made the Dawnguard. They made Hearthfire, and what was the other one called? I can't think of it. Essentially the one where you go to, is it Solstheim? The other island from the Dark Elves, and do that whole business. And that was really it. And I feel like, yeah, Skyrim's been out for, I think it came out in 2011, so it's been out for 11 years. And they came out with Fallout. They came out with Elder Scrolls Online. Let's just keep passing time here. I'm starting to talk and not pay attention to what I'm doing. But they came out with Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout 76. So they've had some other games, and then obviously there's some other Bethesda games that honestly I just never really got into, that have come out as well. But like, I think that if they just continued to make another 2 or 3 DLCs for Skyrim, I think people would have just continued to buy them. I know I would have. And I know that they have Creation Club and stuff out in that game that does kind of offer that. And part of this is just me complaining because I'm mostly a console player, right? And there's kind of like infinite mods for PC players. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like they could have just kept going with that, to me. If they knew that it was going to be like 15 years before the next game, like, why not? I mean, even now, if they put out another DLC, I'm sure people would buy it. I know I would. Guys, I had no intent for this to be my rant against Bethesda, but here we are. I did love Skyrim, though. All right. What are we looking like on time here? Forestry, we've got a day done. Let's keep some food in our belly. Might as well go ahead and eat one of these guys. I loved Skyrim and Fallout 4. And yeah, I want more of that. And it's just like, they clearly have no intention to release those anytime soon. They do have Starfield coming out. I'll be curious to see what that's like. I am, like I said, a console player. I do play PlayStation, just always have, and it's going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC, so there might be one of those two things in my future. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just ready for the next Elder Scrolls game for sure. 1.3. Let's drink some water. We might have to make some water here shortly. In fact, maybe we just go ahead and do that. Let's go and break this down. Break down the bench over here. Actually, the chair. And then let's start a fire. And just go ahead and boil up a little more water. We're going to need it before too long. So start fire. Striker. Do I need a tinder? I probably do, huh? And I don't have it. Yeah, shoot. What can we do to get tinder? I don't have any sticks on me. Nah, no. Interesting. Yeah, that'll work. I was like, can you do that? I wasn't entirely sure. Do I have any accelerant? I do. I have 3. I don't need 3. Let's go ahead. Okay, let's throw.
Looks like it worked.
All that wood in there. Get a decent fire going. Get some more water going. And we can spend some time while that's boiling to break down something else in here for wood, like this table maybe. Hour and a half, it's probably good. Okay. 28 minutes still boiled. Let's go ahead and throw the rest in there. Might keep a couple pieces back. Oh, there's some wood right there too. Okay, so that's a gallon. How much weight is that? How much does that give us total too, I guess? That is 2 gallons. We really don't need any more. Let's just do it. The fire, we've got the fire anyway, so might as well just go ahead and have it on there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. I don't know how talking about add-on content for The Long Dark turned into like a 5-minute discussion about Skyrim. But man, I was totally obsessed with that game when it released, and really for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. And I still love it. Like I've got, you know, the anniversary edition that came out last year or whatever the case was. I had special edition before that, so it's probably on my top 5 all time. You should probably sleep at some point. Drink that. Let's grab our pot before I forget it. Looks like we need to eat something. Okay, what are we at time-wise? We need a day and about a quarter. Okay. I guess let's just pass time. I mean, that's what we've been doing, so no reason really to change. Might as well just... we probably won't make it on water if I do 12 hours. It just seems like such a silly challenge. So probably in the morning we'll be able to roll out of here and head for Coastal Highway. Okay.
I could eat anything.
Drink some water. Yeah, we can't leave quite yet. Do need to eat. Really need to eat the peaches because they're so heavy comparatively. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Honestly, that'd probably be okay without that, but I'll keep it. I mean, I guess we pass some more time. Okay. Eat a little something. It's crazy how like little calories I burn while I sleep. It's like 400 something to get through 12 hours of sleep. All right. How close are we? 2.8. So I think just like 3 or 4 more hours, hopefully. That'll get us the sun up too. Hopefully clear out this blizzard. Forestry lookout, where are you? Okay, we've got it. Man, can we get this blizzard to pass? I think we just go. Okay, it cleared up right there at the last second. Alright, how are we doing water-wise? I think we're okay. I don't think we need to grab that other pot of water, so we'll just leave it here. I'm gonna leave everything else. Let me check this. Is there any food in there? Nope. Anything interesting in here? Stem. I will take the stem. I can't imagine that we're gonna need it, but let's take it. And let's get on our way. So what's the best way to get to Coastal Highway from here? I'm trying to think. What would it be? What would it be? We could go through Pleasant Valley, right? That's an option. Let's think about this. I guess first things first, let's get down this hill. I think we go for ravine. I think that's our best option. That way we can kind of like skip Pleasant Valley. We don't really need to go back there for any reasons. Plus, it's just a waste of time, really, at this point. So we'll skip it and just shoot for ravine, cross the dreaded train bridge, and get through. And let's just double check, make sure I'm not forgetting anything here. So abandoned lookout, that's got to be the one there. It's not the broken down one here. Lonely Lighthouse, okay, that's Desolation Point. Stone Church, Desolation Point. Cinder Hills Coal Mine, I think that's also Desolation Point. And then the Crumbling Highway Basement, okay, that's all doable. So Quonset Garage and Abandoned Lookout were really the two locations for Coastal Highway. So let's get there. Man, sometimes I wish I had like a scooter or something, just so we could travel a little faster. Please tell me there's a way through here. Can I get on this, please? Oh, I thought I had it there for a second. Alright, let's just go around it. Ooh, maybe actually right here. Yep, got it. Okay. Back on track here. And, ooh, wow, that was close. Shoot, there's really not a smooth way down this. I feel like I'm committed at this point, too. Okay. Torn clothing, bruised. Okay, we're still good. I can run. That's really all I need to worry about. Is if I come across one of these wolves up here, I can get away if need be. Okay, so he was like right by that hill over there. So hopefully he's still over there. Otherwise we might just shoot our way out of here. We've got 38 rounds, and I think the 38 is actually on top of what we've got loaded at this point. So that's what, 44 rounds total, which ought to be plenty to get us through the rest of this thing. If I'm just like taking pot shots at him as they kind of charge us, then yeah, here he comes. All right, guys, let's do this. Come on, Mr. Wolf. Might as well just go ahead before it gets any closer. I had that long of a run up and still didn't get it. He like really took an aggressive angle to the right, because I was like just pointing down the middle thinking he would eventually like correct and line himself up down the middle, and then he just never did. Alright, of course I didn't bring any antiseptic with us, and we're gonna suffer for that. So we'll grab some, surely we'll come across some old man's beard up here somewhere. Let's go ahead and hustle. That's irritating. I was like so confident. I've been playing my stalker run quite a bit, just on my own, and I've like just been doing so well with the revolver in that situation. Like I've let him get like really close to me and then just like shot him right in the face. So I was like probably a little too confident there. I'm like, I think revolver level 4 in that, so like obviously I've got some advantages there that I don't have right now, so probably cost me there as well. But whatever, we lived. Not really any severe damage to worry about, so just need to get where we're going. Birds am I hearing? Oh, I think there's like a deer or something in there, isn't there usually? In the lower difficulties, yeah. So this should be ravine. I always get this confused too. Should be ravine, right? Sometimes like I forget the ravine exists and I'm like, this is coastal highway. Let's see if I get it right. Also, way back there. Ravine. Okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
So, I think I actually need to hang this way, right? And I don't have a bow or anything, and really I don't plan to be alive. And not that I don't plan to be alive that long, but I don't plan to be in this challenge that long, so I'm not going to bother with any saplings or anything. We'll grab some of this birch bark, just in case. I mean, just to have it. Let's grab enough for 2 cups. I know there was another one over there, but I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, let's go. There's a couple more, but I think we're okay. So, Mr. Rabbit. Is there a deer right over here or something? We might as well grab these. They're right in front of us. I know I walked past some more, but what the heck. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot about this whole business as well. Okay, so we still need... actually, I think there's... Nope. I thought there was maybe 3 there. Do I see any more quickly around us? I don't. Okay, we'll look on the other side. How am I doing on that? We're about halfway there. Oh, there's some right there. Let's do that and move on. I always like struggle with how to do it. Okay. Okay, we're good. It's like the wolf attack never happened. I don't know what he did to our clothing. It said we tore our clothing, but I'm just not going to worry about it. We're still plenty warm, so no big
This will come in
concern.
handy.
Is it better than anything we got? No. Just go ahead and drop it. and cross over. I wish there was more to, like, I wish some of these little transition zones, like Ravine, I wish that there was just, like, more to them. I either wish there was more to them or they didn't exist. I don't know. I just, like, it'd be cool if there was a little hut or something in here that, like, you could stop halfway. Kind of how Crumbling Highway has the basement, like a point of interest. Like, I wish that all regions pretty much had, you know, something or another like that. So it's just like, I mean, what do you really do here? You just cross through. Like, that's it. Has anyone ever spent any significant amount of time in Ravine? I know I have not. Like, I even, like, there's been times where I've, like, started, you know, like, my own survival runs, and I've been like, okay, I'm going to spend 100 days in every region. And I start out fine, everything's going well, and I'm like, wait, that means I also have to spend, like, 100 days in Ravine. And it's just like, that doesn't sound fun at all. There's just nothing to do here. There's no draw to it other than to pass through it. In my opinion. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys out there secretly love Ravine, and it's just me being grumpy, but I just wish there was something more significant about it. I mean, it's got the big feature of the rail tunnel. Well, not the rail tunnel, but the bridge. But that's about it. And that's not a point of interest. Usually you want to avoid that thing like the plague, right?
I'd better find some water.
I guess maybe you could look at it like... Actually, do I have some birch bark tea already? It's herbal tea. I guess you could look at it like this region is like a risk versus reward, because let's see these peaches. Like, you could get to Coastal Highway safer by going through Pleasant Valley, but you kind of risk it here going over that bridge. I don't know, maybe that's what they kind of thought in regards to it. Like, you know, it's potentially a shortcut almost if you don't want to go all the way through Pleasant Valley. But I don't know, the bridge really isn't that difficult if you just take your time on it. It's really not that big of a, like, risk. I mean, maybe if you were, like, on Interloper Day, you know, 200, 300, 400, 500, then, like, you kind of second guess whether or not you really want to risk it on the bridge, but I just don't think it's that big of a threat. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel differently. Maybe you have some bad experiences here. I think I've personally only fallen off of it, like, one time. Maybe twice, and one of those was probably a test for sure. Like, will I fall if I do this? And then I definitely fell. And then I do know there was one time where I fell and I, like, landed, like, halfway down on, like, the truss of the bridge up here, and I was alive. And it's just like, there's no way up, and so I pretty much just had to die. Like, I had to finish walking off the edge because there's no way back up. Maybe I can point out what I mean. I think I've mentioned it in another episode before, but all of this, like, naysaying about this bridge, and I'll probably fall off of it right here. Like, I'm just setting myself up for it, right? It's usually how it goes with me. It's like, oh, I'm totally safe from this wolf. Like, I tried to shoot the wolf earlier. I'm just gonna go for it. And then it gets us. So, like, I've been talking this bridge down for the last 5 minutes. I'll probably fall off of it right here. Alright, quickly before I go across it. So, like, I fell and I landed, like right there. Like, maybe right there, maybe on this side, but it was like I wasn't gonna fall to my death, but there was no way back up, so then you pretty much have to just finish it, right? Like, you could starve it out, I guess, but there's really not much else to do. So you can just take your time. It's really not that bad. Okay, so we ought to be to Coastal Highway now. And we'll have to obviously navigate, like, through Coastal Highway to get to I guess, do we want to go to the abandoned lookout first or Quonset? I kind of want to just hit the abandoned lookout because that's more directly on the way, I feel like. And then work our way down to the garage, and then from the garage we go to Crumbling Highway, and then to Desolation Point, and then we're done. It all sounds so easy. Alright, I want to check my list really quick. Alright, so Quonset Garage, Abandoned Lookout, Cinder Hills Coal Mine. I can't remember. I know there's a mine here. Alright, the connection to Pleasant Valley is basically a mine, and I don't remember if that's the mine here or if that's the mine in Desolation Point. I'll probably have to check it out to be sure here. Like, I don't want to skip it and then, like, you know, go all the way to Desolation Point and have that be the wrong one and then have to backtrack inevitably. So we'll check it out while we're here. It's, I think, on the way to the lookout, so we really won't lose any time or anything crazy. What time of day is it? Ooh, it's almost nighttime. I'd really like to get to one of our destinations before nightfall so we don't burn a bunch of extra time being somewhere we don't really need to be. So let's just keep moving. We're kind of getting it dirty with the wind right now. We're walking straight into it, but I still don't want to wait and burn like a night somewhere. I think we've pretty well avoided doing that in this challenge, but I don't know. I could be wrong. It's, like I said, been so long since I've kicked this thing off that I really don't know anymore what we have and haven't done. Okay, just checking where we're at on time. Plenty of time left. I'm gonna try and scoot through here quickly. Maybe avoid some wind this way. Let's stop by that cabin, just see if there's any food. That's really the only thing that we kind of have to keep an eye on right now is food. If we have enough to get to the end, which I'm hoping that, like, as we dip into some of these places, we find more. Like, Quonset Garage, we'll most assuredly find quite a bit of food there, with all, like, the vending machines and stuff there is, and soda pops and all that kind of stuff. Like, we'll most definitely find at least some food there. There's a hatchet on the ground. Not really in the market for a hatchet right now, but appreciate it. Okay. Let's just shake it down for some food. Also, what if you could use these things? Maybe during the Aurora. And, like, you'd have some free water during the Aurora. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, don't need it. Need food. Food. Cooler. There's got to be food in here.
I'll be hungry later.
Beef jerky. Trash can. What do you got for me? Trash can. Nothing. Okay. Let's keep moving. If I was willing to be a little more conservative, that would probably be the spot we'd stop for the night. But I truthfully want to keep moving, so we're gonna just power through. Walk straight into the wind for a while and get to maybe the mine tonight. Maybe that's going to be our goal. And if it's not the mine, then we'll pull out of there and we'll go straight towards the lookout tower. I'm surprised I've not hurt myself on this yet. Can it be? Will it be? Will we? Wow, we walked down a, like... See, alright guys. We've talked about this a lot. That was like darn near 70, 80 degree incline. I walked straight down it no crampons, nothing, no injury. But if I were to walk down a like 20 to 30% incline, I will most assuredly hurt myself. It just makes no sense. None whatsoever. Like, right here. I'm likely to hurt myself in this little ditch. Please allow me to complain for a while.
I just need to close my eyes.
I think really we just kind of have to go straight here and turn. If I am correct. Like, maybe it's that. Yeah, let's just go this way. This will kind of keep us out of the wind anyway. I think this is actually the way we needed to go. And this loops back around up towards the road that the mine and the lookout tower are on, I believe. Unless I'm just picking a random path and calling it good here. Getting pretty tired. Yeah, this is it. Because if I go up that hill ahead of us, that should take me to the mine. And then past the mine away should be the lookout. Yeah, there's the lookout tower right over there. Right dead center of the screen. Right there. Yeah, so we're on the right track. Let's dip into here again. Maybe we'll sleep for an hour or so and get some energy. Check for food. There's a soda. Let's go ahead and hit that. We don't have to carry it. Can opener.
I can always use more food.
You're right, we can. You and I are on the same wavelength right now. T-shirt. What is that? That's not a Mackinac, is it? No, it's just a shirt. All right, let's go for a couple hours. That's not a ton of time, but enough to give us a little bit of juice to get to the finish line. Alright. So we don't have too much farther to go. Just up this hill and around the corner, I think. Could be wrong. Could always be wrong. Cinder Hills coal mine. I mean, where else could that possibly be? I guess we'll know, like... Man, I'm just not entirely sure. I'm hopeful that it's this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just, like, worrying that if I'm at the wrong spot, then it's going to take me some time to figure it out. Because I think there's a mine entrance, like, down the hill a ways, too. And I guess it could be that one, like... But I don't know. Which one is Cinder Hills coal mine? Alright, well, we got our first opportunity to answer that question right here. And if this isn't it, then we'll just go to Lookout Tower tonight and we'll figure out where Cinder Hills is later. But is it going to tell me anything here? No? Abandoned mine. Cinder Hills coal mine. Alright, what does it say exactly here? So, alright, let's pass a little bit of time. Let's go 2 hours. Really ought to eat, but we'll be okay. And let's see if that counts at all towards our objective.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Cinder Hills coal mine. No, that didn't count. Guys, what do we do here? Let's go ahead and... Gosh, I'm really debating. We're just so tired that I don't really want to try and make the path over to the... It'll just take us forever to get there. So let's just sleep here. I talked about not burning time unnecessarily, but here I am about to do it, so let's go for it. I'm really not sure where else we would go at this point for Cinder Hills. Alright, let's go to bed. At least like 6 hours, maybe. I guess we could travel by night. Cinder Hills. Oh, that's counting. Finally, it registered on there. We just weren't here long enough. Okay, I feel better now. Let's go ahead and finish the night. See where that gets us. So we pretty much have to sit in this little doorway for 3 days. It's real cool. Anything of interest in here? No. Some lantern fuel. Looks like a revolver round. Anything back here? Some water. Anything to eat? Are these better boots than we have? No, they're not.
I'll be hungry later.
Okay, there's some good food items. Alright, let's just start passing time, I guess. I'll probably just hang out right over here by the door. There's no reason not to. Alright, let's hit 12 hours. We might make it. No, we won't. We'll probably run out of... We'll be thirsty by the end of this. But I'm glad we figured it out. I was starting to stress about that a little bit. Halfway there. Good news is we don't really, I think, have to make any long hauls. Like, we won't have to cross another ravine or anything like that.
I'd eat anything right about now.
Some calories. Some chips. Okay, and it's not really time for us to go to bed, but let's go for it. Alright, where's the bed? There we go. Let's hit 12 hours. We won't make it, but we'll try it. Okay. Guess let's try to get some sun. I mean, we might as well just keep passing time, so let's get through here, eat and drink, get ourselves fed and watered, and go ahead and just keep rolling through time. I mean, that's really all we need to do, all we can do. It's gonna be 300 calories. We'll eat maybe one of those box of crackers. And drink up. Okay, past time. There needs to be some additional sort of like element to this challenge. Maybe fewer locations, less resources, like you have to actually go out and find food more, something along those lines. Maybe instead of like what seems like Voyager, it's on like Stalker or even Interloper. It's just, you know, I mean, it's pretty much go to this point, wait, go to this point, wait. You know, it's just not a lot of challenge in it. What are we at? It's 2 days, so maybe tomorrow night we can leave. Sure. Beans sound good. Water up. And do we lose the bedroll? Nope. Alright, go to bed. See where we're at when the sun comes up. Okay. We are at 2.5 days. Not quite there yet. So let's go ahead and eat something. Keep ourselves fed. Drink up. And push on passing time. And hopefully get over to Lookout. That'll be our next 3 days. Alright. Pastime. Let's do 6 hours. See where that gets us. Half a day would be 12 hours, I guess, to be fair. But I don't know if it's literal or what. We'll see where we're at. We are at 2.8. So, I guess let's just go ahead and 6 hours would put us at nighttime. Let's go 4 and see what that does for us. Okay, Cinder Hills coal mine complete. Did we grab the bedroll? I think we did. Yep, we did. Okay, let's head out.
Think about it.
And let's take off for the Lookout. Should be just like right up here around the corner. It's kind of off the road a little bit, but we should be able to find it well enough. And we'll start our time there. Or like, what if there was a lot more blizzards? So like actually traveling was more difficult. I don't know. I'm just like trying to figure out what can make this more interesting. I know I've probably had the same like thought process in every episode in this series. So if you're tired of hearing about it, I do apologize. But I just feel like it's missing something. Something to make it an actual challenge. Okay, we're not quite there yet. You know, like, I don't know. I guess like, there has to be some challenges that are easier, I guess. And this just probably lands on the easier side of things. And I mean, it does give you time in the game devoted to doing something, right? Like, I have a task right now, and maybe that's all that's important. I don't know. Okay, there it is. I was like, I really think we should be there. Abandoned Lookout. Okay, I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure this is what I was supposed to be going for, and it is. See if there's any goodies up here. 4-bed. Rifle. Dog food. Nothing in there. Soda pop. Let's drink that. And some wood. And I see a revolver round over there, but I don't need... I mean, a rifle round. There's a revolver round. We'll take those, but I'm going to leave the rifle stuff. No need for it, really. I feel like I've seen something behind there before, but maybe not. Alright, let's eat and drink. Go to bed. Really don't go through water or food very fast because the difficulty is so low. Oh, I don't want to drop that. Okay, let's sleep out the night. Yeah, 12 hours is 450 calories. It's just insane to me. It's like a rabbit. You could survive a night on one rabbit. Let's fill our belly and pass the day. Okay. No, I don't want to sleep. I just want to pass time. Took the opportunity there to stop one recording and start the next. It is a little odd. Like, I mean, I could, and maybe I will eventually if the channel, you know, becomes successful or just continues to grow. Like, so I record straight to the PlayStation right now, and so you're capped at 1 hour per like recording session. So like if you ever notice like weird cuts about an hour into my videos, that's why. It's because it's like one recording stopping and one starting. So I just went ahead and stopped it there. Abandoned Lookout, almost to 1 day. Let's go ahead and pass a couple more hours. Might as well, right? Okay, drink up. We should probably be okay on calories, I think, to just go to bed. Maybe not. Let's go ahead. I don't want to push it. I really don't want to lose well-fed, because that'll just slow us down so much. Even though we're like really right at weight, still, I'd just rather not mess with it. Okay, let's go to bed. 12 hours. What are we at now? Day and a half. Let's keep it rolling. Might have to make water by the time we get to maybe Crumbling Highway. We'll see. Quonset will probably be more realistic. Oh, not sleep. I want to pass time. So maybe in the morning, I'm hoping we'll be at time to be done with the lookout here. Be pretty close, I would think. Okay. See one of our soups. Go to bed. That won't be quite 12 hours, but we'll see what it gets us on the time. Let's do 2 hours. Let's get the sun up. Then we'll check things out. We are not quite there yet, so that's a bummer. I was hoping to be able to put this behind us like first thing in the morning. Yeah, we're gonna. No, I think we ought to be able to get through Quonset Garage on a gallon of water. Plus, there's the toilet there, so we'll be able to take that water. So that'll probably get us through the Crumbling Highway. Maybe we plan to. Well, you know, maybe we just go ahead and plan to make the water at Quonset since there's a fire source in there. There's not in the basement, so I think that's what we'll do. All right, please, is that enough time here?
Find food.
It is not. All right, let's eat something. We're starting to dwindle down on food here too. So hopefully Quonset's pretty rewarding food-wise. Otherwise, we might have to start hunting. Past time, 4 hours. This will take us right to nighttime. I mean, has anyone done this challenge like without just passing time? I'd be curious to know what you did to like pass your time. I mean, I guess like you could take it as like just a full-on like almost survival run where, you know, the time you're spending here is just like you're actually surviving. So like you're not spending the whole day inside. Like you might go out and hunt and then come back and then slowly pass your 3 days. But I really would be curious if anyone's actually done that. Okay, guys, I think we're at a good point here to start thinking about wrapping up. So we just have Quonset Garage, and then the 3 locations, actually 1 location in Crumbling Highway, and then 2 locations over in Desolation Point. So that is all we've got left on this one, and I would think we ought to be able to wrap it up in the next episode. So I'll leave you with that, and just also say that I appreciate y'all tuning into the episode today. If you enjoyed it, if you're enjoying the channel, please just be sure to like and subscribe. Give me any comments you guys have into the comment section below. And yeah, guys, just appreciate all the support, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Thanks, guys.